don't think it is. An apple shack. Let's see here. A nice little shack here. Some apples. Just open the crate here. Oh, banana. All right. That's been hidden by a Templar, I think. A leather scrap. A delicious apple. Don't mind if I have one of these. A munch on right here. Okay, good. Gonna knock. Oh, it won't look. There we go. That added focus is going to help as we read this note. I just wanted to get my focus up. I can't snack. It's an apple shack, Cowboy Bill. I mean, I can't snack on an apple. Come on. Curious stranger. Why? What have you found here? Has someone misplaced their shopping list? Have you intercepted a criminal military communication? No. What you have in your hands is, in fact, an invitation to participate in a game I have arranged for my own amusement. But perhaps you will find yourself amused as well. Shall we begin? I have hidden 4 letters in this area. Each provides a unique part of a series of directions that will lead you to the final prize. Each letter also contains a clue to the location of another letter. Find the letters, follow the directions, and win the game. Good luck, stranger. To start you on your way, 1 letter rests at the feet of the lonely old man. Okay. Let me... Alright, 4 letters in this area. Each provides a series of directions, a unique part of a series of final prize. Alright, let's take this with us. Let's take a couple for the road as well. Can't go to the Apple Shack without, getting plenty of snacks for later. Open the map and take a wild stab, you say. Where the old man would be? You don't want to know my response to that. Sorry, there's a certain outcropping that if you turned it upside down. Calm down, Cowboy Bill. Calm down. I mean, so first of all, on a map like this, something like a road to nowhere isn't that conspicuous on account of, depending how the lots are laid out, that's what you'd expect. But if you seem to be hinting towards something like this, but there's also a road to the feature that reminds one of a of an old man, in a way. Yeah, map. It's a very mappy quest, apparently. Like the Penwar Island one. That gets that I don't have much truck for, I'm sorry to say. Like where you literally have to just examine every square inch of ground. That goes a little past riddle and more into just tedium for me. Oh, not that? Yeah, that sort of thing. Well, not necessarily that sort of thing. If it's laid out, fine. Although also steps are very ambiguous in this game. Okay, so here's a farmer who's conceivably an old man. Oh, not quite at the end of that road yet. It's not vandalism. It's destruction of property in the course of burglary, something like that. All right, old man is plausible name for a tree as well. It's got a cheat here. There's another thing with a mysterious letter. Game first letter. Fair enough. App's open. Old man's oak. Yeah, there you go. Touch tree. Oops, I just took the letter. Yeah, it has as old man's oak. Curious stranger, are we acquainted? Do you know the meaning of this letter, or have you stumbled upon it? No matter. Whether you know it or not, you have already begun the game, and little more need be said in way of introduction. The first part of the directions leading to the location of the prize, starting at the north gate of the Central Palisade shelter, head north along the road approximately 50 paces. Another letter containing part of the directions may be found at the source of the well. Okay, so North Palisade Gate shelter. What happened to small nudges? What happened to small nudges? First part of the directions lead. First part of the directions leading to the location of the prize, starting at. Yeah. So the implication is that this is a thing you should do, but this is actually only the first part of the directions. So what you should do is skip ahead to the second letter that could be found at the source of the well. Yeah. All right. Smaller nudges would be okay. So the well we already encountered is here, but the source of the well would imply something like a ground, like a spring, really. There might be other wells. Wells Pond. Ah, there you go. All right, so let's go to Wells Pond next. Which is what? West and a bit southerly. Wait, was that it? We just swam across it like an idiot. All right, sorry. Let me go back. Did you? Nice. In this building here? Oh, this lot? Okay, so... Another letter containing part of the directions may be found at the source of the well. So, if this is Wells Pond, then the source of the well would be down here, presumably, because this looks to be uphill. Oh, are they? Nice. So somewhere around here. I'm perhaps a bit silly in just looking for another rock like the other one. Exact directions aren't going to work on stream, but also you said little hints. You said little hints, and now this is basically a walkthrough. Out of the cave, both sides. Get back to... There it is. You have to find things. Again, warmer and colder like that doesn't really work because, for all I know, you're like 8 seconds behind me. I mean, clearly it's not quite 8 seconds, but the stream lag makes that like very, very misleading. So, for what it's worth, I'm mostly ignoring it. There we are. Right. Game, second letter. Curious stranger, are we acquainted? Do you know the meaning of this letter, or have you stumbled upon it? No matter whether you know it or not, you have already been on the game, and little more need be said in the way of introduction, but apparently that need be said every single time. That's alright, we'll move on. The third part of the directions leading to the location of the prize, head north along the road approximately 35 paces. Alright, we're setting those middle paragraphs aside because they're not, they're the directions leading to the prize. They need to be assembled. We're basically finding pieces of those directions right now. Another letter containing the part of the directions may be found near the bark of a willow. Is there a dog named Willow somewhere in this zone? I thought the animals were mostly near like the south gate. There's a stables here. I don't know if there's a dog in it. Of course, I could be barking up the wrong tree. You can go to south gates and start there. You just run around the zone a little. I don't think there are any willow trees in game. Like, I've not thought about it before. Maybe there's some in the Kodo store, but I don't recall like ever seeing willows. This is the shack where it all began. All right, fair enough, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Read tag. Hello? Woof woof to you. See if this tavern owner has a name. The dog. Hello. Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to skip conversation with you. You're just the person I want to talk to. Well, what's your name and what's your dog's name? All right. What about the dog outside? If you say so, I forget you. You know one named Willow though. Before we leave. Yeah. How about you? All right. Well, goodbye. Let's see. What was the letter? Another containing tar of the directions may be found near the bark of a willow. It'd be cruel if they just like never told you the name of the dog, but I guess we could like look around the dog for a stone, and if we find it before, you know, if we don't find it, I'll inquire further to see about the dogs. Although the fact there's a stone wall here would be like the perfect place to hide it. Hello, horse. Doesn't get crazy to the end. Okay, cool, cool. All right, all right. I'm looking. I'm looking. And you know, it took you 4 years. Well, I know we're on an accelerated course here, but you gotta have some patience. All right, fair enough. Is there a dog looking over the pigs? Is there a pig named Willow? Pigs don't bark. I mean, it might not have anything to do with a dog. Although I think at this point someone probably would have said something. Uh, man, these are an imposing array of castle estates here, man. Yeah, it is. Undertone. I should have been taking like a little bit of a note on the map about where we've gone, so we're not doing a bunch of backtracking. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Very nice. Lava fishing available. Oops. The hatchery. Yeah, there's a monk here. I didn't know that. This is how much? Yeah, this is all NPC stuff here, so check it a little more thoroughly. Yeah, it's, monk for the slip turn in. Oh, warm. This is a good place. Okay. Yeah, the prayer card turn in. Just chickens in the field. No, no spoiling. No. I see what you mean about Brittany Fields being a generous zone in terms of there's a lot of stuff here. Stealable foods and stuff, yes, but also just like Zacks and crates and stuff. Never hurts just grab an artifact like that. Steal some onions while you fish. Is this a hint? A dog on the docks that I missed? Is it a duck? A duck named Willow? Ducks don't bark. It's not just an animal. It only makes sense if it's a seal or a dog. Could be a seal. Sea lion. I think that's that area mostly covered. That would be a dog. Hey, here's a dog. Dog? Name? Dogs don't say their name. But this could be Willow. Oh, are you following that thing? They do say woof. That's true. They could be named Woof. You know what, Keeman? You make an excellent point. I'd not considered that possibility. But Will has it. You know what, Cowboy Bill? With that being said, I bet you Willow does. That's clearly not the dog I'm looking for. There's another dog. Ah, woof to you. Hello. Do you know a dog named Willow? I know. Y'all already told me that the NPCs don't help and that the dog's already named. Well, you effectively told me that. So I shouldn't ask, but I would normally ask. I see no dog. I mean, I could. We're still good. We still have like, don't 3 years, 364 days, and 23 hours and 15 minutes to figure it out. I think we're all right. Poor dog stuck in a wall. That I don't know about. Oh, it's not that bad. It's only like 235. Hello, guard. Oh, where are we going now? Oh, we are circled almost all the way back to the south. Yeah, we can head inland then. Or towards the middle of town, I should say. So I don't know how far we did all these. We stuck around here for a while because there's a lot of NPC stuff. Didn't come this far south, I don't think. I'm sorry. Is that up there? You have no idea how much, even though you say I don't have to, I want to ask these dogs their name. You really don't know. It's just like it's speaking of driving me crazy. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. All right, well, if you spent a week asking dogs their names, then that would indicate to me that I'm not looking for a dog, because you would have found a dog named Willow. So there's other possibilities, including like the burial site of a dog that um is heard still to bark on old nights or whatever. Could be. Is there docks? Is there hatchery? Is there? These are just gate, alchemy shop, old man's oak, crafting pavilion, stables. We have Schmidt's pond, orchard, Northgate, crafting pavilion, setting sun in. I'll be disappointed if it's not bark as oh, Old Willow's bark. People bark too. Barking as in saying as in like trying to get somebody to buy something, calling out your wares and stuff like that. That's barking. Or inviting somebody into something. Hey, fishing supply. Oh no, but you said it's not NPC related, so she won't be called Willow. And no one in this town wants to talk to Outlanders anyway. I mean, there's some fairly big chunks I don't have pins in. There, there. There. Up here, this is what I was saying. This is the place we were, right? Where we opened the gate and we're inside the fortress? Yeah, so this whole area here. Hey, we found Willow. Willow is indeed a dog. Name? And just woofs. Alright, so Willow's the dog, and we just gotta look for a note around here, right? Another letter containing part of the directions may be found near the bark of a willow. Yeah, okay. Although I take some contention with their capitalization. I guess it'd be too big of a hint. All right. I don't know how much room they have to roam, but I guess we might as well start close to where they are now. And again, I'm still like in my mind, they're all going to be under stones. I don't know how accurate that is. It's just that the ones we found so far have been, except for the initial one, and the cipher letter is under a stone. So That really looks like something. I guess it's just the coloration on that tree. All like that. Um. Woof indeed. It kind of looks like there's a stick here. There we go. Oh no, that's just a pickaxe. Okay, never mind. Oh, maybe that's a hint. Well, I can only pan around slowly. Yeah, wolf. It was an inquisitive wolf, which made me all the more suspicious. I don't see any nodes here. Well, I know how they work. I don't know why I do this spamming the E, knowing full well that my first indication is going to be that my arrow. So, again, it's impossible to give. Aha! I just wasn't close enough. Okay, fair enough. You had to be super close to it. Okay, curious stranger, are we acquainted? Do you know the meaning of this letter? I think I'm catching on. Or have you stumbled upon it? No matter whether you know it or not, you have already begun the game, and little more be said about that, way of introduction, etc., etc. The second part of the directions leading to the location of the first prize, head east along the road approximately 15 paces. So we're going to go to the Northern Guard Palisade Hangout Hutch. Then we're going to go east for like 50, and our, south for 50 or whatever, then east for 115. And then the second letter will give us the third part. Sorry, one moment. All right, that was odd. Sorry about that. This goes easy, but against miracle to loot. Second part of the direction. All right, another letter containing part of the directions may be found in the arm of the wind. This clue is too easy, but it's a dang miracle to loot. The willow one, or the one I'm currently on, which is another letter containing part of the directions may be found in the arm of the wind. Current one. It's too easy a clue. Maybe found in the arm of the wind? The arm of the wind? Oh, the arm. Okay, like a windmill's arm? There's a windmill around here somewhere. And it seems like that would be difficult to loot something out of as it spun. Is that it? Is it a windmill thing? There's oh gosh, there's cobalt windmills in here. I'm thinking of a windmill like the house. Uh, yes, I would say. Do they not? Is that not? Is that not an established term for the things that come off windmills? Is arms? Maybe not. I don't know what you mean by a thumbnail NPC windmill. They have thumbs. Surely they have arms. This looks like a windmill. I'm assuming this is it. Hey, there they are. Windmills. Oh, are those player ones? These aren't player ones. Those are jive windmills? Alright. Go the other one. The one that actually has like a marker. I assume this is, I think this is it. This is what I was thinking of in my head, because while I was saying that, so what I started to say, I think is what I started to say, is like I'm thinking actual mill style windmill, as opposed to like generator style wind, which is this. This is a mill style windmill in my head. Looks more like one that would actually be used to mill something, as opposed to the cobalt ones, which are like generators. And these ones you could actually get to the arm. I really feel like I'm just gonna have to wait for something to come around and grab it. Yes, I saw it. No, it went green. Final letter. Yes. All right. This is super fun, I gotta say. Final letter. Curious stranger, are we acquainted? We're intimate friends by now. The final part of the directions leading to the location for the prize. Head west 20 paces. And the prize is at your feet. If you have not found it already, another letter containing part of the directions may be found at the feet of the lonely old man. Okay, so it cycles back. So the direction to read these in is, this is the final part of the directions. The third part of the directions is in the second letter. The third letter has the second part of the directions, and the first letter has the first part. So the first part of the directions leading to the location of the prize, starting at the north gate of the Central Palisades shelter, walk along the road approximately 50 paces. Okay, so I'm assuming there's only one road there, like leading south. Oh, there's not. Oh, no, you know what? Yeah, okay, so North Palisade Gate, right? That's Northeast Gate. That must be it, because that's the northerly most gate. Wait, Central, did I read it wrong? First part of the direction leading north. Start at the north gate of the Central Palisade shelter. Aha! So, this is the shelter within the Central Palisade. And we're starting at the northern gate of that. Yeah, well, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn on lock track, and I'm going to take a guess, and I could be way off, that a pace is going to be a meter. So we're going to be looking at our first coordinate here, and I'm going to go 50 paces forward. So I'll stop at 210 because we're going down. And this may end up putting me way off. But I'm going to go 210. Yeah, because this is a road here. And the next one says, head east along the road 115 paces. So we're not at another road yet. Oh, wow. So if we have to go all the way up to this road before we head east, if this is the road they want us to go for, their 50 paces was 100, over 100 meters. So I'm actually do 2-to-1 from here on out and see if that gets us about right. So 115, and this is going to be going up. We want to go up by about 230, which means we want to hit about 380 on it. I'm going to say. This is way, way further than I would have thought. So 380 would put us here, which is like an NPC road. Third part of the directions lane, head north along the road 45 paces. So it's a road along the north. 35 paces is going to be, again, about 70 meters. Which whose paces are 6 bloody feet? Or, you know, I mean, good lord. Sorry. So that's going to be 70, and we're dropping down, so we're going to end at about 80, maybe. Which puts us at a nice crossroad. I'm going to laugh if we go back to the shack and the prize is apples. That would be so freaking hilarious. We're way off. We're not even close. Yeah, no, we're way on the wrong side of it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just went in a giant circle. Oh, no, I didn't. This is where I was going to start. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if you have not, okay. Oh, no, sorry. The final part of the directions leading to the location of the prize. Head west along the road approximately 20 paces. So west is here. Is that not where we just came from? What part of the road did we come up? Okay, it's not. So 20 paces is going to be about is going to be dropping by about 40. And so we're going to drop to about 360. 365 ish, about here. The prize is at our feet. Okay, so I think this bridge is the end location. Can we loot this bush? It says at our feet. Maybe it's under our feet. Maybe it's under the bridge. Better not be this guard. There's a red flag here. That'd be... Oh, there's a red flag on both of them. Oh, a loose cobblestone? A loose cobblestone would fit perfectly with this puzzle. Lord. I'm just gonna go over, like, I'm kind of looking for ones that look out of place, but also I'm just sweeping this whole thing. But also, I don't know how close I'll have to be after that one we did. Yeah, I mean, so okay, a loose. I was my first thing after I couldn't loot the bush was, is it under the bridge? But a loose cobblestone that was just like does fit so perfectly in with this that I am gonna look for a loose cobblestone. And we're almost done sweeping it, so we're gonna sweep it. I don't care if you're basically telling me I don't need to. I'm going. It's what I would do if I wasn't having help. Although, granted, I'd be doing it from like 2 hours from now, probably instead of right now, because it would have taken me an extra 30 minutes to find Willow and all this stuff. But uh, let's see. Oh, really? You gonna turn the light out on me, guard? I brought my own. All right. So I'm convinced it's not a cobblestone. Man, if it's like a single loose brick, that would be so rough if it didn't have any sort of indicator on it. That would be like so super rough. Especially not knowing how close I'd have to be. All right. Are you down here checking bricks as well? All right. If you're doing that side, I'll do this side. Hey, is it in here? Hello? Hello? I don't see it. All right. Oh man, you know what would be absolutely hilarious too? Is if one of these was a container. It wouldn't be behind there, I don't think anyway. If one of these was a container, but just from the very first day, or maybe not, maybe put something in it, but it just said this container's already been looted. Like somebody found it before you. That'd be great too. I would enjoy that. Your apples are in another castle type thing. Kind of makes sense for it to be like up towards the top of the arch if it says it's at. I mean, if it's at your feet, it could be anywhere in the bridge, I guess. But now it's one of these. Though. This were like the two halves of the texture, kind of like. Oh, it's. That would be cool. Reveal hidden spell, man. Penwar Island, especially, would be a lot more pleasurable if that were the case. Oh wow, that divide was not as obvious when I switched back around. Okay, there. Getting to the point where I'd be rather upset with myself for not starting on this side. Okay, I'm reasonably convinced it's not a stone under the bridge. It was green? Where was it green? Have I gone so crazy that I'm not... A loose brick! A loose brick! It's cool. Our next thing was to examine the shoreline, so we would have come across it, I would hope, anyway. 7 gold! Oh, I love it. It's not even a public cash chest. We can't even put something better in. Sorry, I skipped the drum roll, man. Oh, I could not wait for this bounty. Your reward. Oh. It's not enough to buy an apple. No, not in today's market. No, no, no. Curious stranger. Ah, but we have passed beyond the point of being strangers by now. Haven't we? We have. I've come to know much about your character and intellect, as you have about my own. The game has brought us close from afar. I have included a trivial amount of gold, but with this letter in the way of reward. But if I know you, you know that the real reward was in the doing all along. And if I do not know you, if you have merely stumbled upon the destination, divorced of its journey, then what the heck were you doing down here poking the wall in so meticulous a fashion? You know this truth just as well, perhaps even better. Yeah, well, I suppose. I mean, you better have something worthwhile if you stumble across this. Thank you. May we play again, GM. Wonderful.